So something I like doing if I'm feeling down or just generally demotivated, I'll just play some classic COD Zombies. It reminds me of a time when life wasn't so complicated, you know? Wait, that was way more depressing of an intro than I meant for it to be. Anyway, welcome to this sort of update video or filler video, whatever you want to call it. Figured I'd just do this video real quick since I've gotten a few comments and questions from subscribers and stuff. Plus, it's been a little while since I've done a video just talking to you guys, you know? Although that being said, if you're not a subscriber and you just found my channel from this video, then subscribe and stick around by all means. Or go check out some of my other videos and then subscribe, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, like I said, I've seen a few comments and I just had a couple general topics I figured I'd address. You know, like what's the deal with your upload schedule? Why haven't you been playing Call of Duty? Will you ever go back to Overwatch? That sort of thing. Now, obviously this isn't gonna be like a super serious video or anything like that. If it was, I'd do a actual commentary like I've done in the past. But since it's not like any of these topics I'm gonna be addressing are particularly heavy or anything like that. Plus, to be honest, I kinda wanted something a little lighter on the editing side for once. These Sekiro videos have been kicking my ass, man, let me tell you. I figured just playing some zombies and rambling about nothing for a while would be good enough. Which actually, unrelated, I'm pretty sure this is the first Call of Duty video I've made in like 2 months or something like that. Well, actually, that's not a bad place to start. Because one of the comments that I was just talking about that I've seen a good bit, which is entirely justified, is why haven't you been uploading Call of Duty? And the main reason for that, which is probably pretty obvious to most of you, is I'm just kind of bored of Modern Warfare 3, you know? Now, that's not to say I haven't gotten bored of Call of Duty in the past and just kind of pushed through, but it's a little bit different this year. One of the big differences between this year and like last year, for example, is Call of Duty viewership is kind of just down. And this isn't just a me thing, by the way. This goes all the way up to like bigger content creators, smaller content creators. As far as multiplayer stuff goes, with the exception of a couple of like ranked content creators and CDL content creators, I've noticed a pretty consistent dip in viewership across the board. At least as far as the content creators I follow anyway. Now that in and of itself isn't enough to get me to stop playing a game. I've said it before, I'll say it a million times, I'm not solely motivated by numbers. Like, I don't really care about views that much. But that being said, if I'm not having fun playing a game and nobody's watching me play it, then what's the point, right? Like, I've done videos and sometimes even series in the past that were lower on viewership compared to what I was used to on this channel, but I didn't really care because I was enjoying making the videos or I was enjoying playing the game or whatever. But obviously, as I just said, that's not really the case for Modern Warfare 3 at this point. I'm kind of just bored of the game. Now, I'm not going to give a full breakdown here as to why I'm bored of the game or sort of done with it or whatever. I'm kind of planning another video on it. We'll see if I ever get around to it or not. But yeah, long story short, I haven't been having a lot of fun with the game, especially recently, and combined with the sort of lower viewership and things getting to the point where it feels like if I didn't like clickbait my videos, I wouldn't get anybody watching them, I honestly just don't even feel like it's worth it at this point. Also, I just realized this gun is a burst weapon. What the hell? That is so weird. As you can see, I did not play very much Black Ops 3 at all, guys. Anyway, that's kind of the heads and tails of things as far as the Call of Duty stuff is concerned. Now, I do want to say as just a quick disclaimer before all you guys who subscribed for Call of Duty click unsubscribe. This does not mean that I am done with Call of Duty on this channel by any means. I've talked about this a whole bunch. Call of Duty will probably always have a place on this channel until that franchise is dead and in the ground. I still love Call of Duty. I still love the general gameplay loop. I enjoy picking up the new game every year, learning it, unlocking all the camos for the snipers and stuff. The issue is less me not liking Call of Duty at all and more just the game not engaging me at this point in the year. And that being coupled with the fact that there's just a lot of games right now that I want to play. Obviously, if you go back to last year on this channel, you can kind of tell I was sort of done with Modern Warfare 2 at about this point in time, but I continued making videos on that game and pushing out content just because there weren't any other games I really wanted to make content on at the time. But that's not really the case this year. You know, I'm playing Sekiro on the channel. I've been playing Persona 3 Reload on my own time. Oh shit, dude. But yeah, like the Elden Ring DLC is coming out pretty soon. I've got a lot on my plate as far as games to play. And when you take into consideration the fact that Call of Duty, especially at this point in time, is a game you really have to play a lot in your spare time to keep up with all the content on, it's really just not something that I'm interested in committing a dedicated amount of this channel to at this point. Because like if we take Sekiro, for example, yes, the videos themselves take me longer to make. I have to record them for longer. The editing takes way longer than my usual Call of Duty video. But once I'm done with a Sekiro video, I'm kind of done. I don't have to say, okay, what's the next thing I'm going to make a video on, or what's the next piece of content I want to sort of check out, and then how much time does it take me to get to that point? Because it's a playthrough, I just kind of play the game and I'm done. Whereas, you know, if you take this year, for example, when they released the new Sniper, yeah, it was only at Battle Pass level 15, but that's still a pretty consequential amount of time you have to dedicate to the game to level up your Battle Pass to that point. Sure, I could spend money and get it there so I can make a video on it, but for obvious reasons, I don't really want to do that. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time rambling on this topic. You guys guys get the point. Long story short, I will be going back to Call of Duty, obviously. I'm probably going to go back to Modern Warfare 3 at some point in time just to check things out, but for the moment, the reason there haven't been many videos on that game is just because, like I said, I'm kind of bored of it. I've got other things to play. I'll get back to it when I get back to it. Now, on the subject of other games to play, another comment I've seen a decent bit is people asking like, hey, will you play this game? Or hey, will you ever go back to this game? Or things kind of in that vein, you know? So I figured I'd just talk a little bit about stuff coming up. Now, as far as games that are going to be on the channel, obviously I'm going to be continuing my Sekiro playthrough. The feedback on that series so far has been really good. I actually really do appreciate that, by the way. Actually, on that topic, I do plan on getting a bit more of a move on with that series. I know some people have been commenting saying things like, oh, you're uploading these really slow or whatever. I wish you'd upload these more. And I'm totally with you on that, man. I'll be talking about my upload schedule in a little bit, but yeah, as far as that series goes, I'm hoping to start pumping out the videos a little bit more frequently and get it wrapped up sooner rather than later. For one thing, obviously, I don't want the playthrough to just, you know, last forever. But also, like I was kind of saying with Call of Duty, I've got other games to play, so I really probably should start moving on. Outside of Sekiro, obviously, we've got the Elden Ring DLC coming up. I'm definitely going to be checking that out, probably doing a full series on that. And with Elden Ring, I do plan on doing a randomizer playthrough to some degree. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a full playthrough or maybe just a couple videos. It's going to depend on how that goes. I still need to figure out how to get all that set up and like how not to screw up my saves or whatever. I'm really pretty new to the whole PC gaming thing, to be honest with you. So as far as like backing up save files and doing things like that, I'm really not super practiced with it. So that's probably going to take a little bit of time. That may end up having to wait until after I'm done with Sekiro. Now, I know that was a lot of Souls-like stuff, and I know I've been uploading a lot of stuff like that on the channel recently. Some people have been asking if I'm going to be uploading stuff other than that. For example, with my Helldivers 2 video, which... What the fuck? What is this? Look at that shit. He's just sitting there. Oh, and he's gone. But yeah, I saw a couple people comment on the Helldivers video, which, by the way, thank you guys so much for the support on that. I wasn't really sure how that would do, but it got over 1,000 views pretty quickly, which is a decent bit for this channel. And some people were asking if I was planning on continuing with that game. And to be honest with you, I'm not really sure. It's gonna depend. The thing with Helldivers is, from what I can tell, it's kind of in that Call of Duty camp of a game that you sort of need to play on your own time in order to continue with the content. Like, I can't really just play it video to video. I should probably put some time into it, you know, off camera or whatever. And again, just with me having all these other games I kind of want to play right now, I'm not really sure if that's something I want to commit to. It would depend on how many people really want to see Helldivers as like a series or something like that. So that being said, if you do really want to see me continue playing Helldivers, definitely let me know in the comments, because for now, I wasn't really planning on revisiting that game anytime soon. Now, the one other thing I had in mind was I kind of wanted to do a series of videos, probably just like one-offs, on games that I own but like haven't played before. Because I do have a decent backlog of games, you know, things I've just picked up on sale or that were free for a while or whatever, that I never ended up actually getting around to playing. And I actually do plan on doing this. I'm just kind of deciding how I want to frame it. I'm not sure if I want to call it its own series or if I just want to, you know, start doing it, and then if I like any of the games, they can be their own series. One thing I was thinking about, just to kind of keep myself on track, I was considering calling it Steam Sundays, like as a series name, like calling all of the videos collectively Steam Sundays. But the one problem with that is a lot of the games I have but haven't played are actually on PS5, because I picked up a lot of games with, like, you know, the free games with PS Plus or whatever, and just never got around to actually playing them. So that's something I would have to figure out. Also, there's the issue of me playing a game and really liking it, or other people really liking it and wanting me to do a series, and then it's like, how do I reconcile that with the other series? I don't know, man. I understand it probably sounds like I'm overthinking these things, but this is just stuff that goes on in my head. I do tend to creatively overthink this channel a little bit. Like, there are a lot of games that I haven't played just because I can't think of good ways to do videos on them. Like, one of my motivating factors actually in trying to play all these games I haven't before is sort of trying to push myself out of my own comfort zone with the way that I make videos. And again, I don't want to ramble too long on this topic. I probably already have. Long story short, that's all stuff that's kind of coming along. Anyway, the last point I really wanted to address quickly here was just kind of what's been going on with me as far as like my upload schedule and stuff, and the way content's been on this channel recently. Because like I was looking at the videos I've uploaded so far this year the other day, and I realized the schedule's not been great so far. In fact, I think I've uploaded fewer videos in the first 3 months of this year than I have in any year since this channel's existed, except maybe the first one. Now, obviously, some of that has to do with me putting a lot more effort into my videos than I used to, particularly as far as the editing goes, but then also just, you know, planning and recording and all this stuff. Like, it is a more time-consuming process in general than it used to be, that's for sure. But most of you weren't around to experience this. Would you believe there was a period of time where, for this time frame, like January through March-ish, I want to say, back in 2021, I literally uploaded a video, a full-length video, not a short, every single day. I did that for like 3 or 4 months. The reason for that was I spent the first year of this channel existing having basically no subscribers, videos. In fact, I don't even think I hit 100 within like the first year of it existing. And then all of a sudden the channel just started growing randomly, like out of nowhere. I had videos getting like several hundreds of views, which back then was, you know, a ton. You know, I was used to videos getting like 10 views and 4 of them were me, maybe like 1 or 2 likes, if that. And because of seeing that and also sort of wanting to make sure that those people were, you know, interested and kept coming back for my content, I wanted to upload as much as possible. So I started uploading pretty much every single day for a good bit of time, actually. Oh my fucking god, no, 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 no. I'm not done talking yet, please don't kill me. But yeah, I did that for a pretty significant period of time, actually. I don't remember exactly how long I did it, and honestly, I'm not sure how much proof there is, because I've gone back and privated a lot of those videos, just because they were really bad. Anyway, the point of all this is, I do kind of feel like I've been slacking recently. Obviously, there's a lot of circumstances around it, you know, life circumstances, and... what the fuck? I didn't know they could do that. Wait, dude, I have like 500 hours minimum in Kino der Toten between this game and Black Ops 1. I have never had that happen to me, I think, a single time. The fuck was that? Anyway, I guess I'll just talk to you guys here. I don't really feel like starting another game, to be honest. Like I was saying, my upload schedule is in part due to like life things going on. I might make another video talking about that stuff, but also I've just kind of been feeling a bit demotivated recently for a number of reasons. I briefly mentioned before feeling sort of creatively stuck and wanting to branch out, but just not really sort of knowing how to do that. It is something I'm working on, but it's kind of a slow process. Believe it or not, there have been a lot of days that I haven't uploaded in this period where I've like tried to make a video, I've sat down and started recording for it, and I've either decided it was bad or I sat down to start to edit it and decided it was bad. Whether or not they actually were bad is neither here nor there, but it's just, I'm not somebody who likes, I mean, I don't know if any YouTuber likes doing this, but I really don't like uploading things I don't feel like are the absolute best I can do, if that makes sense. So if I'm like halfway through editing a video and I decide that it's awful, I'm just not gonna upload it, you know? All that stuff aside though, I do really appreciate all the support on the channel recently. Ironically enough, in spite of all of this, my views have been higher than they've ever been, at least as far as a video to video basis. Like every third video I've been uploading or something like that has been hitting over 1,000 views, which is way more than I'm used to. And I know it's not random algorithm pop-ups or anything either. I can see from the analytics and from the comments that it's the same people coming back to watch my stuff over and over, which is really cool. I appreciate you guys fucking with me like that, you know? As corny as it sounds, doing YouTube and having a fan base has been a dream of mine for a really long time, and seeing that come true in any small way has been absolutely amazing so far. Anyway, that's all I really had to say for now. Hopefully this wasn't too long. It's probably gonna end up being too long. I am functionally incapable of staying on topic, I think. But as always, if you did make it to this point and you enjoyed the video, definitely make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you want to come back for more content. That's about it. I'm gonna go watch Dragon Ball Z.